comes to rucksacks for an expedition, we don't need to spend a fortune, but it's important we get a rucksack that's got the key features needed for an expedition size rucksack. We're going to be carrying a lot of weight over multiple days. Essentially, it's like putting your house in a rucksack and carrying that on your back for a multi-day journey. In terms of size, we're normally looking around the 60 to 70 litre mark. This rucksack here is a DV recommended one, Vango Contour. It's written as 60 plus 10, that means it's a 70 litre rucksack. Why is it written as 60 plus 10? It's because the main bulk of the rucksack, the open section, is about 60 litres, and the extra 10 litres is made up from the pockets at the top or at the sides, etc. A lot of weight is carried in these rucksacks, so it's important that it has a really good frame system on the back, ideally one that can be adjusted for you, so it's tailored for you, your particular size. Going into the outdoor shops, always say you're going on an expedition, tell them what you're using it for, and hopefully they'll be able to advise you towards the correct rucksack for you. Getting it fitted for you can be done in store as well. If not, these rucksacks, such as the Vango Contour, can be easily adjusted, and it can be done on the expedition. Quite often, the more weight that's in it, the different adjustments need to be made. A hip belt is essential, because what we want to do is not just put all the weight on our shoulders, we want to transfer our weight onto our hips, and with good posture, put that on to our leg muscles, in particular the largest muscle in the body here, the quadriceps. In the centre here we've got a large poster which is advice on how to pack your rucksack. The document is available on our website. We want to think about a rucksack in 3 stages: the top, middle and the bottom. Up the top, anything we need for emergencies and anything we need handy for that day: sandwiches, warm kit, waterproofs, first aid kit, etc. In the middle we're going to put bulky, heavy items so it's nice and close to our back and integrates into the back system on the rucksack. Down the bottom, anything we don't need, maybe until the end of the day: tent, sleeping bag, etc. Firstly, we need to make sure the contents of the rucksack's fully waterproofed in dry bags or heavy duty rubble sacks. Starting off at the bottom of the rucksack, this is where we're going to put items that we don't need until the end of the day, and items that can be compacted, such as the tent and the sleeping bag. Moving on to the middle of the rucksack, we're going to put bulky, heavy items here, extra spare clothing that we have, warm clothing, toiletries, food for the expedition for whatever duration we're out for, cooker, gas, etc. Finally, moving on to the top of the rucksack, we would have items that we need readily to hand, such as waterproof jacket and trousers, and any emergency equipment such as first aid kit, etc.